Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is your August 2020 horoscope prediction video. In this video, we're going to cover your month's theme, the challenges you may face this month, something that's hidden that you can use to your advantage, messages from the divine, and then we'll also talk about what actions you should be taking, the mindset you should take on in August of 2020, love and romance, and career and finance to cap it all off. At the very end, we'll roll these beautiful astro die to get more insight into your reading using astrology. You want to make sure you're watching your sun, moon, and rising video because that's going to give you greater insight into your personalized reading, well, as personalized as we can get in this general reading setting. If you would like a personalized reading, I do offer them for you to purchase on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. If you're unsure of what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, I'll put a link in the description box below to a natal chart creator. That way you can figure those things out. And if you're cross-watching for someone that you love, also in the description box below, there'll be a link directly to the love and romance section so you can jump right there. Okay, let's begin. Leo, the theme of your month is the Ten of Swords and the Crocodile. You seem to have hit a bit of a stopping point. You seem to have hit an end. You're not sure how to cope. You need to take some time to kind of rest, to submerge yourself in, the calming, cool waters and sort of collect yourself before going out. This is a month of turning inward and taking a break. A month of rest and rejuvenation. If you go out and you strike right now as the agitated crocodile, you're going to bite off even more than you can chew. But if you take some time and really look at yourself, withdraw, and gather your awareness, then you're going to be able to move forward in a much more patient and wise way. And I can see you coming out of this by the end of August, as long as you're taking a good chunk and portion of the month off to just really kind of focus in on yourself. What are some hidden things you may not be aware of that you can use to your advantage? The Nine of Pentacles and the Dolphin. Believe it or not, you're actually much more stable than you realize. And I love that you have this Dolphin here in Hidden Powers because that's all about actively healing. And I really feel that you're going to actively heal yourself and be able to look at your situation in a much more controlled way, realizing how incredibly good you have actually gotten things. I want you to take a second and think about where you were a year ago, Leo. What amazing things have come into your life since last year? You have grown so much. You have learned so much. And now you kind of have the infinite wisdom of the dolphins, this kind of healing, happy vibe that you can bring out into the world. But again, you just might need to take some time at the beginning of the month to get yourself calm and to get yourself calmed down. I think last month when I left off with you, we were talking about how you might end up being kind of a part of the fray, sort of leading others into the awakening, and that took its toll on you. But what you learned through the process of helping others is much more valuable than you could have learned going through it all yourself. They say that you never really learn something until you have to teach it, and I feel like that's definitely true here for you, Leo. What does Divine have to say to you? The Seven of Swords and the Firefly. Follow the inspiration. There is going to be a bit of trickery. There's going to be a bit of people behaving in kind of cunning and scheming ways around you, and you need to really take a look at your intuition. When I see the firefly here, The Firefly is creative. It's able to brainstorm. You are kind of shining this light, and other people are seeing it, and they're a bit jealous at this time. You are definitely ahead of the game, and there is, I want to say, either a group of friends or just a friend in particular who has really kind of not evolved to the level you are, and you may find yourself having to shed yourself of them. It may be time to kind of change the way that the relationship is going with them. So you don't have to leave them completely, but you need to shift what you do with them and how you hang out with them, because they definitely aren't on your level, and it's making it quite difficult for you guys to relate to each other, and it's starting to make them get a little bit jealous, and they're getting kind of backstabbing, and they're trying to play games with you. They're trying to control the situation by being manipulative, and you've kind of grown out of that streak. What challenges will you face? Leo, Sun, and Rising, challenges for August 2020. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, so you're really going to have to face down this person. That's going to be the big hurdle to overcome, is facing down this person and making sure you're flexible, you're being adaptable, you're bringing wit to their kind of erratic behavior. Don't be over rational, right? Like, meet them. You're very good at meeting people kind of where they are and connecting with others, Leo. So I don't see that as being that big of a concern. You're going to have to kind of step up to them and face them down, and in general, just kind of have a quick discussion with them. What action should you take? The Knight of Wands reversed. As this is a general reading, I can see this going two different ways. Half of you currently are reacting to the world by giving up, by holding back, by getting fearful and passive and being a bit apathetic about life. The other half of you are trying to bulldoze your way through things by being overly confident and overly competitive. I think you'll know which one is you when you really think about it. Take action on this. Put the brakes on before it's too late. Really look at finishing what you've started this month. If something gets canceled or something gets delayed, don't try to force it to happen. Be very aware that Spirit has specifically put that blockage in your way for a reason, and you're going to find out why later in the month. But right now, just let it play out the way that it's supposed to play out. So almost like saying what action you should take is no action for some of you, and for others of you, the action is finishing what you've started and not giving up on it. What mindset should you have? The Six of Wands reversed. Leo, for you, you need to be really cognizant of your pride, of your kind of egotistical side that can come out at times. Really check yourself and try to figure out if you are being selfish in the situation. See if you can figure out what would be the best for the greater good. If you can separate out what you want versus what's going to be good for everyone else, that's going to be the big mindset you're going to want to shift into in August. Because if you don't, there's going to be a lot of disadvantages coming your way, and you may not, in fact, get this kind of healing moment if you're kind of stuck in self-pity and stuck in a selfish mindset. You really need to let that go. Again, the reason that things are being delayed or maybe not going exactly how you want them to go is for a very particular reason. Spirit is holding off on them. They keep saying that over and over again. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. It's not the time. I'm not sure what that reason is, but just trust that they're doing it in your best interest. Let's move into love and romance. The King of Wands, so much wands. Let's pull an oracle card. You're all wands and swords. Got like one pentacles card. Some fire and air stuff going on this month. Mental, passionate struggles. Anything is possible. This card has come out more times this month than I've ever pulled it. We are really in a good time for manifestation for some reason. I think a lot of people are going within and doing inner work, and so their ability to manifest is becoming much greater. But let's talk about all of this in the context of love and romance. For my Leos in a relationship, this is all about finding the independence within the relationship, choosing each other not because you need each other, but because you genuinely want to be around each other. You don't need the other one for anything, and you're both fairly independent, capable, determined people, but you just want to be together because you just really love each other. And so there's a lot of warm feelings here. Potentially not going to be like a super romantic month, but definitely you are going to know that your significant other really, really values you, especially when it's paired with this anything is possible card. This is like having the fantasy type relationship, right? Like a partner who supports you but doesn't cling to you, a partner who understands you but's not the exact same as you. This is kind of that beautiful balance we're seeing in the relationship. And for my Leos who are single, it represents finding someone that you have been looking to fall in love with, someone who you've been waiting for. You finally have the space for that person to come into your life. The possibility has now opened for this person to be a part of your life, and romance has a chance to bloom for you. This person is likely going to be like optimistic, confident, funny, charming. So when you meet this person, they're going to have these kinds of qualities. The King of Wands represents Aries, so you may just be finding an Aries that comes into your life that's kind of the exact person that you're hoping for. They're definitely like this natural born leader. They can be like a little bit controlling or hot-headed at times, but let's be honest, Leo, I'm a Leo rising. We can be a little hot-headed and controlling at times as well. And so this person is both going to get you, but also be different enough from you that you're going to be able to learn and grow with them. Moving on to career and finance. The Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups. Interesting. So the reason I said interesting is because Four of Cups is like either stagnation or a lot of choices and chaos all at once. Eight of Cups is like that on steroids. So either you're really bored and you're really feeling unsatisfied in your career, and this card is telling you if you've been thinking of quitting, then yes, it's time for you to quit. If you're self-employed, it can indicate that you're holding on to your business and that's no longer really making you any money. It's time to let go of that business, unfortunately. If you are not thinking of quitting, then you could just be in a very overwhelming situation at work, finding it really hard to have gratitude for the position that you have. You might find yourself envying others that you work with instead of realizing all the opportunities that you do have. You may be looking at them like you're so lucky you don't have to deal with this, but in reality, the reason you're dealing with it is because you are higher up on the chain and have the opportunity to deal with that situation. In finance, you're just not very financially secure this month, so I wouldn't risk spending or doing anything that you've been wanting to do. I would definitely hold on to your savings. That would be my advice moving forward for you. Let's roll the Astro dice and see if we can get any additional information into the reading. We've got the first house representing Aries. Hey, there's Aries again. We've got the Cancer symbol. And then the North Node. So this could be saying that your North Node is in Cancer or Aries. You also might have Aries or Cancer somewhere else in your chart. But this could also be an indication of the path that you're trying to move towards this month. So North Node is all about what we should be moving towards, and that if it's more of a Cancer Aries vibe, you want to be courageous and passionate about figuring yourself out, about developing great habits, about making good routines. You want to really look into your moods and your home and family, self-care. Be very passionate about the people in your life this month. Be very passionate about you in your life this month, taking care of yourself, taking care of the people that matter the most to you. This is just a reminder to go back to that place of activating the healing of yourself, but I feel like you can also extend it out once you've got yourself cooled off and ready to go like the crocodile. You could extend that out to other members of your family, really providing restoration for everyone around you in August. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If this video resonates with you, give it a like or comment down below. Subscribe to my channel for pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye.